Been a few weeks since the last update. As you can see, the van's now got a new coat of paint. It's also got 12 months MOT on it. What's up, Matt from Urchfab here. Been a bit of a mad rush to get it done because my van that I drive every day for work, which is a 2014 Transit Custom, had a catastrophic engine failure. So there's quite a few small jobs to do for the MOT. I had to put a new set of front tyres on it, a new set of inner and outer tie rods, and just had to run through the whole van, check everything because it had been sat, not being used for quite a few years. But it did go straight through the MOT. A few advisories. Play in the steering rack inner joints, which is weird because I replaced both of those, so I'm guessing it's actually in the rack itself. Anti-roll bar linkage on the front, anti-roll bar bushes on the back. Brake hose slightly deteriorated. Brake discs pitted or scored. Leaf spring shackle bracket corroded, which is just surface rust. Ball joint has slight play near side, offside, and that was it. So yeah, that was good. So for the bodywork, I pretty much just used up all the old stuff that I had left over from painting the previous cars. When I primered the van, I primed it with using a little roller and just rolled it on, and it went on pretty well. So then I had the idea of just rollering the whole van. So I bought some military spec paint and some little rollers and attempted to roller it. I did the bonnet, didn't come out very well, and then my mate Adam came up and he was having a look at it. He's just moved into a spray shop. It's about 5 minutes from here. He said bring it down one evening and he'll chuck it in his booth and we'll just spray it. So I'm really happy with how it's come out. Looks really good. It was good to watch Adam in the booth painting and see the way that he actually puts the paint on. It's just good to be able to watch a professional do it and learn from it. So I'm going to go down there and he's going to teach me basically how to paint properly. You can see when he's painting that he's like a robot when he's doing the spraying, and it just goes on so evenly and consistently. That's obviously the key, but that's the hard bit. I've put together a little time lapse of the van being painted, so here's some clips of that. So yeah, big thanks to Adam for helping me out with that. He doesn't normally paint old Sprinter vans. He's normally working on much nicer classic stuff. So if you've got an old Sprinter you're looking to get painted, I wouldn't say he's the guy to contact. But if you do have a nice classic car that you're looking to get restored, then give him a shout. His work is absolutely top notch. The van only just would fit in the paint booth, so we didn't paint the top of it. It wouldn't have actually had enough paint to paint the top either, so I've just rollered the top with black Gravitex. I'd already done the roof with some leftover black Tough Ox, which is like an underbody sealer, which I put on the roof just to make sure everything was sealed properly. And it's completely watertight now. I've left the van out in like torrential rain and there's no water leaking in anywhere, so I'm pretty confident that anything I put inside now will stay dry. And that's obviously why I had to rip everything out of the van initially, because everything was waterlogged and wet, so none of it was usable. So before it went for paint, I had to make sure everything was completely sealed. Right, so I've done all my seams with a spray-on seam sealer. Wire wheeled all the rust off, treated it with rust converter. Then I've run a bead of sealer down the middle and then sprayed on the sprayable seam sealer. You can use this to coat the whole underside of a car. I got the spray seam sealer kit from Transpares, so I'll put a link to that in the description. I've done the same on the roof. I have dug out all the old sealer. All around the skylights and stuff was sealed on with like some sort of putty that never actually goes off. They were all leaking, so I've sealed it all up with seam sealer, and then I've gone over every seam like this. This lip seam here, it doesn't get sealed from factory, so you've basically got like a water trap in there, and the water just runs straight through that seam into the interior panels of the van. So if they had just sealed that from new, this van would probably be in pretty good condition still. I don't know why they don't do that. So I've patched these holes in. This was where they had the big plastic vents for the cooker or fridge or whatever it was for. So I've just done like a joggled edged panel, and then I've spot welded that in, put a little bit of fiberglass in over the weld, and then fillered it, and that's done. So I've still got to do something with the wheels. Next job's going to be lining out all the back. I've got plywood to basically ply all the back of the van out. I've got to put a tow bar on it, and then we're going to retro rides at Mallory Park on the 13th of August. So I've got to have it good enough for us all to travel up to that. And we're going to camp there, so I'm not sure how we'll sleep in it, whether we'll just chuck some mattresses in the back or whether I'll get a chance to actually build anything into it by then. That's going to be it for this one. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one.